How much house can you afford on a first responder salary? Well, the answer just isn't a number, it's actually a strategy. And if you're a police officer, firefighter, paramedic, or dispatcher, there are programs out there designed specifically for you that most people never hear about. I'm John Nacarado. I spent my career in law enforcement, 25 years, and that before becoming a loan officer. I know what you make, I know the overtime situation, and I know how to make that income work in a mortgage application. So, that being said, let's get into it. So here's the reality. First responder base pay doesn't always tell the whole story, and I know this all too well. You've got overtime, shift differential, holiday pay, off-duty details. If it's consistent and documented, a good loan officer can use it. Now, underwriters typically want to see a 2-year history. So if you've been getting regular overtime for 2 years, that counts. If it's sporadic, it might not. The key is documentation. Your W-2s, your tax returns, your pay stubs, keep them organized so when that time comes, you're ready to present all that information. Now, I've helped officers qualify for homes they didn't think they could afford simply because we accounted for income they didn't realize could be used. All right, let's talk about programs. There are actually several options designed with first responders in mind. Number one, if you're a veteran and a first responder, the VA loan is your strongest option. Zero down, no PMI, flexible credit requirements. 2, HUD's Good Neighbor Next Door program. If you're a law enforcement officer, firefighter, EMT, or teacher, you can buy certain HUD homes at 50% off the list price. Now, 50%, that could be life-changing money. Okay. Number 3, state and local programs. A lot of states have first-time homebuyer programs, specifically for first responders, down payment assistance, reduced interest rates, closing costs, and grants. I know we have some of those that I've used here in Las Vegas. So now you know what income counts and what programs exist. Now let's get practical. What does the monthly payment actually look like? So here's how it works. When you're calculating what you can afford, don't just look at the sales price, look at the monthly payment. Your monthly payment has 4 parts: principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, what we call PITI or PITI. Let's say on a $300,000 home with a VA loan, zero down, depending on your rate and where you live, you're probably looking at around $2,000 to $2,400 a month. Now compare that to rent. In a lot of markets, you're already paying close to that anyway. So except with a mortgage, you're actually building equity and owning something. Shocking. Now, if this is helpful, drop your department in the comments. I want to see where the first responders are watching from and see if anybody is close to where I used to work. So let's put those in the comments and let's finish strong. So by now you've got a rough idea, but there's a formula I use with my borrowers. It's called the 28-36 rule. Here's how it works. Take your gross monthly income, let's say it's $5,500. Multiply that by 28% and you get $1,540. That's $1,540. Now under the traditional 28-36 rule, that's your target maximum monthly housing payment, including principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, and any HOA dues. Next, multiply that $5,500 by 36%, you get $1,980. That's your target maximum total monthly debt, including your housing payment, plus things like your car loan, student loan, credit cards, minimum payments, and other reoccurring debts. Now, the 28-36 rule has long been used as a budgeting guideline and was historically a common mortgage underwriting benchmark. It helps estimate how much home you may be able to comfortably afford. Today, however, many mortgage programs allow a higher debt-to-income ratio depending on the loan type, credit profile, available assets, and the result of an automated underwriting system that we now have. So think of the 28-36 rule as helpful starting point, just not a hard limit. Now with the VA loan, these ratios can be more flexible. The VA looks at a residual income. That's what's left over after your major bills. That's where first responders with families actually do better than the ratio suggests. So here's what you need to remember. Your overtime and your shift differential can count towards your income if it's documented and it's consistent. Programs like VA loans and the HUD Good Neighbor Next Door are built for people like you. So focus on the monthly payment, not just the sales price. The 28-36 rule is a guideline. Your real number may be higher, especially with a VA loan. So if you want to know your number, click on the link. Let's run it together. I spent my entire career working alongside first responders. Now I help them get into homes. Be happy to take care of you. Have a good day.